What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new episode of Hearts of Iron 4 as we continue on our campaign as the French Empire. And I am almost certain that this is going to be our last episode, because all we need to do is we've already begun our naval invasion into Japan, which we are sending only about 13 modern tank divisions, which is actually not that great. But once we land, we should be able to go ahead and throw in all 24. But we've already made Manchuria capitulate. We have already made the USSR capitulate, of course, within the last episode. And now we are just trying our best to make Japan and the rest of the Axis capitulate, and then it's good game. Nothing else for us to do. We are slowly improving our economy to the best of our ability. We have 575 civilian factories, so we definitely have a magnificently long amount of civilian factories that are being produced. And any moment now, our modern tanks are going to arrive inside Kyushu, and then we're just going to, head straight for Tokyo, try to do a beeline. Are all 24 of these divisions, well, I guess a lot of Japanese forces are getting their butts kicked, but I would like to go ahead and make my way into South Korea, and then maybe even into Pyongyang and Seoul to liberate what we can. Is this called Pyongyang? Yes, it is. And Seoul, of course, right there. Okay, are we going to be able to land inside Kyushu? And all we need is a port, a level 1 port, and then we can do the rest. But I don't really see any ports, which makes me incredibly nervous. We could obviously beeline straight for Nagasaki. But I don't think it's defended, which is actually magnificent.
Attention.
Alright, any day now. And it looks like it is not defended, which I find incredibly odd. So our number 1 priority heads straight for Nagasaki, and then once we have the port, I am going to do my best to improve the naval base and basically improve the supply inside Kyushu. Okay, South Korea belonging to the United Kingdom for some reason. Everybody is absolutely pouring through China, and Japan is going to capitulate. So Manchuria capitulating again, which I find odd. They capitulated already. Alright, moving into Manchuria. I love how that boat just sailed straight through Japan. I think that's kind of funny. Now, I wonder how defended Nagasaki is. Level 3 coastal fort. And obviously our tanks are moving through some areas with incredibly low infrastructure. Okay, how are the rest of my units doing? Definitely taking out a lot of different nations. Trying our best. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally be done with this campaign. Now, don't get me wrong, it's been definitely incredibly exciting, but I had no idea that we were going to be fighting the USSR or the Soviet Union as well. I obviously believed we were going to be trying our best to, our number 1 goal was to actually whittle down the Germans, so then the Soviets would come in and be our allies, but I guess that didn't happen. How far away are we from Nagasaki? Incredibly close. And maybe taking this airfield might be useful. But all we really need to do is improve the infrastructure. And it says we are making advances. I have no idea how many troops are actually here. But we have to have a significant amount of breakthrough. It says it's going to last another 8 days, which makes me nervous. And I believe because of the low infrastructure, we just have low speed. But if we take Kokura, I will be very happy, because then I believe I'm going to own... Well, I don't know if I have to take Nagasaki, but I'm definitely going to own a lot of new factories.
C'est parti.
I wonder why this is taking such a long time. And it says it's going to be 15 hours until we reach Kokura. And we're going to have to fight a small unit of Japanese soldiers, which isn't going to be hard.
Bougez-vous.
And now I want to attack from this direction. It says it's going to only be 3 more days. Let's go ahead and retreat. And now all we need to do is head into Nagasaki.
Retraite.
Which should not be very difficult. Okay, number 1 goal is to repair Kyushu, which actually we don't even own yet. So once we take Nagasaki, which we will be there any day now, 2 days and 5 hours.
Gardez vos rangs.
We are definitely taking our time.
Attention.
Okay, is there anything that I can do? Nationalist China about to fall. Japan about to fall. Still waiting on Nagasaki to be conquered.
Attention.
How long is this going to take? 2 more hours. And there we have it. So we've gained a level 8 port. So my new priority is to push you to the top. And I don't see Kyushu, which makes me nervous. Let's grab... Can I not build... Do I not own this? That makes me nervous. We never even took Kagoshima. But all 24 units now need to make their way over. And I'm sure they will in time. And the rest of our units are going to absolutely conquer whatever's left of China. You need to move here. Remove the rest of the Japanese. And you 3 need to move across. You need to take this area. You need to go here. We're taking more and more every single day that goes by. And I would like to take this incredibly small island.
Écoutez. Gardez vos rangs.
Okay, we can now build infrastructure. Well, we should be able to, but we can't.
Pareil.
Okay, so now new goal, I suppose, is to create a front line here, add all 24 units, and then create an offensive line straight to Tokyo. Let's go ahead and activate. And our only goal is to basically just grab this. All of our Marines can probably create a defensive line, or a fallback line, right here. I realize they might not reach there in time, but that's absolutely fine. We're going to send them on over. I believe Japan's days are numbered, and we are about to finally wipe them off the face of the map. Okay, ooh, we are about to lose a tank, which I hope does not happen. It says less than a day, gaining a lot of organization. And it's kind of funny, you know, in World War II, China never really capitulated. I think Japan and China were slugging it out for quite a few years. Alright, here comes all of our organization. And the Dominion of... Even though I took over all of this... Wow.
Pareil.
Oh, never mind. Well, that's so weird. All of my... What the heck? Is this the red group? What the heck just happened? Okay, so now our red group is actually going to Tokyo. Horrible decision. Horrible, horrible decision. And we have 0 units
Attention.
in Tokyo. Or in Japan.
Aux ordres.
But I believe our red group will arrive in time. I'm very sad that just happened, actually.
Attention.
And I guess our green group no longer really needs to be there. So let's go ahead and just wipe out whatever we can. I'm going to go like that. We have a tremendous front line. And let's go ahead and aggressively execute our plans and activate.
Aux ordres.
I hope I have the right group this time. And no, I picked the wrong green group
Attention.
again. All of our mountaineers are going to be running across the
Attention.
world. Let's grab all of these guys. And now, same plan. Go ahead, create some sort of offensive line, and activate. Okay, so our red group is finally about to arrive. I just want them to capitulate. How long is this going to take? 39% towards capitulation. But what is neat is China is slowly being reconquered. I wish we could remove these Japanese units. Okay, all of you will cross the channel, assuming that we can. We might not actually be able to, which is the sad part, because we are having a 99% naval penalty. Oh my goodness. Well, at least our Marines are coming through the Mediterranean. Can we take 2 units and go the other way? No, we cannot. Yeah, nothing we can really do at this moment. Alright, all of our green modern tanks pushing wherever they can. And maybe securing the coastline altogether. Looks like we are finally being successful, which I find very odd, despite having a negative 99% penalty. But if I send over everybody, who knows, maybe we'll have a breakthrough. And I'm gonna have to take about 2 units, create a fallback line. Well, this is what happens when you accidentally click the wrong group because you have the same colors. I'm sad. Our Marines finally going through the Suez Canal. Our red group still trying their heart out to do their invasion. And it looks like I'm probably going to have to take a few of these units and create a new line, a teal group, that will take over Shikoku.
Continue d'avancer. Allez, allez, allez.
I don't know why I can't click the offensive line. There it is. Alright, how long until China capitulates? Very, very soon. At 84%. And we're still trying to take Yunnan all the way down here, I guess. Alright, all of the Japanese forces running out of organization. And I wonder, can I just take out these units while I'm here? They probably don't have any health. Alright, our teal group is pushing. We are now going to try to push across into Shikoku. Alright, we've got some green tanks pushing as well, wherever we can. If we could somehow find the capital of China, which we guess we've just found it, if we take this, this might be the end. Alright, once again, having a lot of issues with our naval invasion penalty.
Attention.
But our Marines finally leaving the Dead Sea. And I see that it says 99%, but I don't know if I believe it. Because this has been going on for far too long. I believe it's going to say about 10 more days. And all we need to do is conquer Tokyo, which actually might happen sooner rather than later. 41% towards capitulation. We now have advanced landing craft. All of our units have finally pushed on through. And we're now in mainland Japan. I am incredibly happy. Let's get a light cruiser for half price. 42 days to research. And Hiroshima about to fall. Once we take Osaka and Nagoya and then Tokyo, I think this is going to be the end. The Chinese about to fall as well. You need to go to their capital, which is worth 5 victory points. And we are crossing a river. 3 days and 17 hours. How long until we reach Osaka? I'm willing to bet that there are a lot of civilian and military factories here. Speaking of those, we have 645 civilian factories.
Paré.
We are going to cut off supplies from these units.
Tirs ennemis. Écoutez.
This was a bad idea. I feel like we need to go this way.
Attention.
Definitely don't want to do a naval invasion penalty again.
Paré. Bougez-vous.
Alright, you're going there. You are going there. Attacking from all angles if we can. And all 4 of you will rejoin our red group.
Paré.
And everybody moving to Osaka. That is our new plan. And then Nagoya, and then hopefully Tokyo. Are all 24 of you on? Let's head to Tokyo. Okay. Reorganized nationalist China has capitulated. So we now need to work with Yunnan. So all 24 of these guys are now going to head straight to the capital of Yunnan. All of these Japanese forces will probably get annihilated.
Aux ordres.
Moving on into Nagoya. And at 77% towards capitulation. And this is 25 victory points. So definitely quite a bit.
Bougez-vous.
Okay, now we are at Yunnan has capitulated. Any moment now, Japan is going to fall.
Aux ordres.
And might as well take 15 victory points. I love how the German Reich still exists. And all these units will eventually be cleaned up. And France will lead the New World Order.
Attention.
And we are overrunning units, moving on into Tokyo, moving on through. It looks like Denmark is here inside Japan, which I find incredibly humorous.
Paré.
Alright, 2 more tiles. 1 and 2. It says 14 hours. If I zoom out, things might... I love how it's all Canada, even though I'm doing all the work. I wonder what my war participation is. 46%. Obviously significantly better than 9 or 10% from early on in the war. I feel like I fought this entire thing on my own, but who knows. We only lost about 645,000 troops. And finally, moving into Tokyo. Is this going to be the end?
Gardez vos rangs.
3 hours, 2 and 1. And if it lags, that means it is the end. Japan has capitulated. Oh my goodness, what a ridiculous war. So the very first thing I want to do is take Sardinia. I also want to take Sicily, the Balearic Isles. I would also absolutely like to take northern Tunisia. All of Libya, because I think I absolutely deserve this. Okay, it looks like that wasn't much at all for all the effort I put in. I would like to take Catalonia, Aragon, and Navarra. Maybe Valencia as well. We could still keep taking. What about Piedmont? And I don't really want to take all of Italy just yet. I want to work on Spain. And I love how I can keep conquering. Oh my goodness. Let's take some of Nationalist Spain's territory. I am looking around the map. I could take all of Ethiopia. I think I certainly will. Do we want to start moving into Italy? Probably. I feel like, yeah, we can't take Rome. So, do I want Milan? Not really. What about Tuscany? Can I just take Rome? Yes, I can. This is what we're going to do. We're going to end our turn and start working on Italy again. Okay. Let's end our turn. I wanted Albania, but it looks like the US got it. And do we want to finally start taking bits and pieces of Germany? I guess we will. We'll take bits and pieces of the Rhineland, which we can't. I think that's funny, actually. I want that, but I can't take it. Okay. Ending our turn. I'm going to pass once. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can still keep conquering. We're taking all of Austria, which I don't know if I want to do that. Let's go ahead and pass again. And we are conquering a lot. That's the funny part. Sudetenland, all of Czechoslovakia. Don't really want to go into Hungary yet. And ending our turn, let's pass again. Bits and pieces of Germany. I love how the United Kingdom isn't taking anything. Like, why? Sadly enough, all of Germany's taken that. But we can take Slovakia. There's a lot of steel here. Ooh, look at all this aluminum. Taking all of Hungary, at least trying to. It looks like we have. Let's end our turn. And now Romania. Ending our turn. What is left? Alright, well, this is our new French Empire. And it looks like we are the most powerful country in the game. 652 civilian factories. The United States took a bit of territory all along the map. For some reason, Japan still exists, but as the democratic Japan. So obviously this is real life. But yeah, so thank you all so much for joining me. This has definitely been a tremendous campaign. I really want to just say thank you for sticking around. As always, if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And I'll definitely get back to you. So thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And I feel like if I go ahead and exit to menu, is there a way for the peace screen to show up? Here we go. So this is our total score, if you are familiar with it. We had the best land score, the best military factories. We did not have the best air score. The best Navy was the United States. We had to have had... Really? The best Army score was the U.S. as well. I find that hard to believe. But what about total score? Wow. Definitely not. Well, the only thing that really matters is the industry score. And I feel like I have definitely done quite well. But yeah, Edward Daladier did not disappoint. So thanks again for joining, guys. Have an awesome day.